We got another Cody Con claim sale haul. Stay tuned. Alright, so before we get into the video, do me a huge favor and just kind of slap that subscribe button. But only slap it once, because if you do it twice, then it'll unsubscribe you. So please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Alright, so like I said, we have another Cody Con comic book claim sale. This is covering a few different claim sales, but there's some good stuff in there. Some stuff I've never seen because it was part of like a... Alright, so like I said, I got a Cody Con claim sale comic haul, and there's some really cool stuff in there. And then I did like a mystery box he was doing, and so I was like, oh, for I think it was $25. We'll see what happens. I was just like, I'll just give it a try. I usually don't do those, but I thought I'd try it this time. So let's go through these books and see what I got. Alright, so the first set here I'm really excited about, and I couldn't believe no one picked it up. It is Punisher POV 1 through 4. What really drew me to these books was the cover and interiors were done by the legendary Bernie Wrightson. And as Swamp Thing is one of my favorite characters, I just love Bernie's stuff. He was a co-creator on there on Swamp Thing along with Len Wein. And Bernie's known for like his horror, and doesn't disappoint on these with it being a Punisher book. And I'm not even like that big of a Punisher fan, but anything Bernie I kind of tend to pick up, along with like Mike Mignola or Alex Ross. But what was really cool about this set is that the writer is Jim Starlin, and you might recognize that name because he is the creator of Thanos, and he also did Batman the Cult with Bernie Wrightson. So this wasn't the only thing that these two legendary comic book creators worked on. And Batman Cult is probably one of the more underrated Batman stories. I highly recommend it. Alright, so next up we have what was in that mystery comic book box that cost $25, I think. I usually don't do those. I usually like to know what I'm paying for, but I thought I'd give this a try. Support a local comic book dealer, seller, so I thought I'd try it, see what I find. So first thing that came in was, I thought this was really cool. This is like a print from Cody Lockwood's wife's art. I will put a link to her Facebook page below. I believe her name is Audra. Please forgive me if I said that incorrectly. I actually haven't met her, but she's been on Cody Con before, and she does commissions. She'll take like blank covers and she'll paint, do watercolors, acrylic paint as well on like the blank comic book covers. All right, so next up in this mystery comic book haul, I got, it looks like a cell from a Spider-Man cartoon. I'm not quite sure which Spider-Man cartoon that is from. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I don't have any cells from animation, and if this is from like the 90s animated series, that'd be really cool, because that was one of my favorite cartoons growing up. It looks like the Doc Ock looks like it's from the animated series, but I'm not quite sure. Let me know what you think in the comments. Oh, I forgot. On the back, we have Captain America and the Falcon comic, issue 145. I don't really have too many Captain America or Falcon comics, but that's pretty cool. Next up is Star Trek the Motion Picture comic. I'm actually not a big Trekkie, so I mean, I'll give it a try. I don't know too much about Star Trek, more of a Star Wars person, but you can be both. Nothing wrong with that. Alright, so next up, it looks like we have some independent stuff. This is Patrick the Wolf Boy, #1. And Cody knows a lot of comic creators that self-produce and publish their own stuff. And I think this is one of those books. The art looks like looks like it would come from like a comic strip in a like a newspaper. Oh, yeah, I'll read it, give it a shot. Support some smaller guys. It doesn't always have to be the big two. All right, next up is another independent book, and this is a Cody Lockwood exclusive. It's very adult oriented, so I'm gonna cover up some of the naughty parts. And you can see Cody's logo in here. This looks like a homage to the Days of Future Past, the X-Men story. And this is Sad Girl Psycho Baby 2. I've never heard of it, but I believe it's another self-published comic, and it's always good to support the smaller guys. Alright, so up next is, it looks like another small self-published, self-created comic. It is called Strange Cosmic Tales. And it has a special thanks to Cody Lockwood inside, so that's cool. And this is what it looks like. Looks like another independent publisher. So that's cool. Alright, so next up is called Hollow Heart. And apparently, Cody is good friends with my LCS Rad Raptor, and this is the Rad Raptor cover exclusive. I have not heard of Hollow Heart, but it is by Vault Comics, and I think those guys are really picking up. And I've heard some good things about what they've been publishing, so I'll definitely give this a try and track down the rest of the books if I like it. Very interesting cover. Alright, gotta open this up, so it's gonna take a second. Alright, so I got out of the package, and the first one is, got it for $15. This is Crisis on Infinite Earths, number 8. And that is the death of Barry Allen. Pretty clean copy. That's cool. With a character as old as Barry Allen in The Flash, sometimes it can get harder to find some of those like grails or keys, first appearances, but I think the death of Barry Allen is like a really cool book, and it really changed the landscape, as like my generation kind of grew up on Wally West instead of Barry Allen. So that was kind of the catalyst to like a whole generation having a completely different Flash than the main one, which was Barry Allen. Oh, so this was cool. So Cody Lockwood also did like a raffle for $100 gift card, and I actually won, which was cool. Yeah, won a $100 gift card. I didn't use it on any of these, but I'm gonna wait until he posts some really cool, like maybe like a graded book, maybe like a really higher end book. All right, so the last book in this haul is, oh, hold on. Got it for $45, by the way. Is Fantastic Four 65. The first appearance of Ronin the Accuser. A great Kirby cover. And it even has like it has a date stamp on it, which is cool. Gosh, it looks like May 18th, 1967. That's cool. I love those date stamps. It looks like just like a little piece of history on there, on those covers. And what's cool is if it's in the right time period, you don't get knocked on the grading for it, because it happens so often. Alright, so that was my comic haul from Cody Lockwood's comic claim sale. He does that every Friday. The times are changing, but go to his Facebook page. It's in the description below, a link to it. And check him out every Friday. He'll put up claim sales, like pre-claim sales, where you can he'll post a picture and you just hit claim if you want it. He does that maybe the day before or the day of. And then the live Facebook stream is on Fridays, and you can find some really great stuff on there. So I highly recommend to go check them out, and happy hunting for comics, not people. Thanks for watching.